I think Jetty and someone had issues about that place. Okay, so I said, okay, they want you can handle it. I went there and I intervened. I told them they can't go further. Another incident, I went there. This time when I went there, they didn't want to listen. They only wanted to break the place on me another era. I told them, no, you will not do it. Because at this critical juncture is rainy season, even if it's a private ownership of this land, understand the condition of the people engaged in sufficient time. Eric, I must admit, he's a nice guy. I will not sit here and castigate him. We sat down, we had a conversation, and we interacted with the people.
Eric owns that property?
Yes, Eric, the first property. I'm not talking about the extension now because there's a new extension. So I'm just talking about the first era. So we sat down, some people were squatters. They agree. Okay. Some people had shanty built, some tenants were there. They agreed. Some people got 800, some people got 600, some people got 6,000, some got 7,000.
United States dollars?
Yeah, United States dollars I'm discussing. So some of them peacefully left and Erie secured the first portion of the land. The rest of the area...
With no demolition?
No. That one people left, so the shanty structures, and he put a fence there. There's a fence there on the main road opposite the 5th Street. Okay, on the main road there. That fence place that is fenced. So we amicably resolved that. The place in question here is that there's a double sale. What I'm saying. Some people claiming that they have these as far as the 50s. Yes. You can take the camera there. You're born one day. I guess he spoke to the people. Some people showing these of far the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. My understanding is that Erie secured the land by, I think, 2017. So there were two families in a crisis. The one that won the case, interestingly, is the same person who sold the land to Erie. It's the same family who sold the land to other people. But what I've seen, so they can make a claim in the court. But this is the catch-22. The representative knew about the demolition. How do I know that he knew about that? Because we're in a group chat and he said he met the community chairman prior to that. So he knew he had prior knowledge. When you represent the people, you stand for the people no matter what the situation is. Because it becomes human interest. Babies are involved. School-going kids are involved. Pregnant women are involved. Women, elderly people who lay there for 60, 50 years. And I think the Supreme Court declaring as legitimate speaker, and he must preside and he must be there. But you went with the renegades. So when the law is in your personal favor, in your pocket, or your financial pocket, then you say the law is the law. The law is not the law, I mean. But when it comes to the interest of the people, you listen to that lady, she said something very important. She spoke against me. She campaigned against me. That place, I didn't even win that place. No, I'm being real with you. But do I hold it against them? When they were going to break us up, I went and stood my ground. She said it. The lady said it. She's not a unity party. It's not a party issue down there. People who are being victimized, people who are in the rubbles today, they are people who voted for Prince too. They are people who fought for him.
The law is the law.
The law is the law at the detriment of people in the rubbles, babies. That being arrows in my mind. That even if they have broken the place, you should have gone there. Then you took 3.5 million Liberian arrows and when you wrote on your Facebook page and pretend as if to say you is the generosity of Eric Dangbe to help the people. That is deception. But so it's not only that, the entire district has become leaderless. The chaos at the level of the District Development Council, there's a District Development Council of 22 communities. The guy has successfully divided the District Development Council. Almost 16% on one side, he called in CDC District Development Council. Imagine, say he would never do business with them. Illegitimately put money in the process, $150 for some of the community to remove the other guy. And they don't have the legitimacy, they want to cut on that. So the divisiveness, the thing is that...
The point is, how would Eric have taken over possession of his land?
The point
it suggests to me, therefore, It's not disputable. Eric owns the land. The court decides. So it was the court's decision that was being enforced.
No, I'm not blaming Eric. Now why front page say the cruelty of the court. No, I don't share blame on Eric. Did Eric give some people money? Some people who are squatters there, they took money from Eric. Some people who are tenants, they took money.
Why didn't they leave?
Excuse me. There are other people who claim legitimacy that they have original documents, so they were not leaving.
But the court has already decided.
Yeah, but there were two families who sold the land to these people that were involved with the case. One of the family won the case, and that family is the one who gave Eric the land. So the court ruled rightfully at that juncture on the basis of what was before the court. And what was before the court was the issue of Eric and this family that won the case. So the court ordered an eviction and injunction. If you see the rate. And early morning by 6 o'clock, they open the doors. But what is interesting also, there are people who bought the land prior to Eric from the same family. So they have a claim. And the way to do it, they can go to court. Because the court did not hear that, the court did not know that. It was not brought. It was not
without looking at the historicity.
The court did not have complaint before then regarding the people had prior bought the land before Eric. The court did not know that. The civil law court did not know that. So they took action on the basis of what was before then. So sometimes the court will act on what was before then. So if someone went there and took an appeal that they filed for a bit of information, and they said, though you took this decision, court, but listen, we bought these lands and these are our legitimate claim, the court could reverse that decision.
How would you have handled it had you won the
let me tell you
election and the court decided? How would you
I handled it before. The court has decided before.
But it cannot be effective.
No, the court has decided before. I went in the person, like Eric, for example, other family members, for example, not just Eric, even in one community. And I said, look, you have won this case. We have to negotiate. You cannot cruel them.
What is it that you want to negotiate?
Why I could negotiate?
Yeah, what is it?
Few things you can negotiate.
How will you negotiate?
Too much, let me tell you. Few things will happen. Anybody who get human spirit, human feelings, you look at maybe 5,000 persons that will be dislodged. Few things can happen. Negotiation. Out of the rebuy the land, the rebuy the place, it happened with Copper's Farm. Every snow rebought the area. A lot of people in Copper Farm rehab the area. So many persons rebought the area.
If I decide to sell it,
no, I'm saying to you, you can rebuy. But that's not the case. The people are arguing that they have documents. All of these. They were not invited by the court.
My point is that the court decided the case. Wouldn't they have left the place? They wouldn't leave.
No, some people would not have left. I will tell you why. You know why? Because when the court made that decision in favor of the family, some were rejoicing because they had purchased the land from that identical family. So it means that family double sold the land. The family can be arrested and persecuted under the laws of the Republic of Liberia. But my issue here is that, look, let me tell you, T-Max, almost 5 days gone, people are living in the rubble. Babies, mothers are there. Go this morning. Last night I saw 5 a.m. someone went there and did a live. Okay, an independent media institution, because the people were claiming that it was stage money yesterday with the babies and things. They were sleeping there. The insensitivity, not just of the lawmaker District Representative, but the government of the Republic of Liberia.
This is private. Don't politicize.
No, I'm not politicizing. I'm saying
this is private business.
Let me go beyond the private issue of ownership. The state has a responsibility to protect lives and properties.
Agree.
Excuse me. Under the doctrine of the state constitutional to protect its citizens, the state has a committee, the state has an entity on resettlement repatriation. Not just repatriation, but resettle. The state can intervene. This government can intervene. Let me tell you what the government will do, because I come to studio not just to criticize, but also to provide suggestions. What are the suggestions? There are SOEs, state-owned enterprises, that have social corporate responsibility. The president can hold a phone and call Freeport He can call LTA. He can call NASCAR. He can call Maritime. He can call Noka. It's right in the district there. The last time Noka gave money to Unity Party market women in the first year of Unity Party in Mangibi County. Noka is just a distance from that place. Does the president have to even call Noka? They can intervene under the social corporate funds. And you have to rescue the people. This is a government of rescue. So the president passed there and see that disaster. The speaker passed there and see that disaster. The vice president passed there and see that disaster. That people even talk to the road peacefully. Some of them were out and stuff. They went to the Capitol building to petition like lawmakers. Up to now, people are living in the rubble.
Do you hold the government? Do you hold the government responsible if your house is demolished?
Let me say this to you.
Do you hold the government responsible?
No, it's just
if your house is
demolished. It's not about
if you illegally occupy the place.
But the government should be concerned that its citizens are saying, not just all, that we own this place before. Trouble, found this soul.
Whoever did it about.
So it's
the point that they called. So we're running on 3 separate branches of government. One is independent of the other. The point is, the court, not the executive branch, the court decide which is also the branch. There is the law.
Okay.
Move. What do you hold?
Let me hold to your hypothesis or theory that the court decided. We agree. Can the government go in and provide shelter for its citizens? Is the government under obligation?
It was too instantaneous.
Into the court?
The court say move, and the place demolished. You cannot give government the time to
let go. Can the government provide food for those babies? Yes, the government can do that. They got a disaster relief committee. It's a statutory body responsible to help in that direction, and money is placed in the budget for that.
That's not a natural disaster.
No.
That's not a natural disaster.
No, not just natural, but
you knew that
they said disaster. They said natural. Excuse me, Tiba.
The place does not belong to you.
We passed the law.
Occupy the place illegally. The court said, hey,
you are playing the devil advocate.
I'm not.
Let me tell you why you are.
I'm dead serious.
No, let me tell you why you're playing the devil advocate. Somebody double sold the land. One group say they land for me, another group say they land for me.
Take them to court.
Now, they cannot take them to court, but were there prior notice by the court before eviction?
Why has the court gonna do with that?
No, excuse me, before eviction there must be prior notice. Timas, man, come on, you live in Liberia, you know what the law says. Before eviction there must be prior notice. Were they notified by the court that this action will be taken? Then they were going to stop the court action. That's what they have done. Because some of them get deed, they were going to the court to say, look, we got deed for the place here. That's what they have done. Okay? Legitimately, that is procedure. But they come to the executive branch of government. I work in the executive. T-Max, when I serve a lawmaker,
you work in
the legislature, I mean, when I serve a lawmaker, people came to my house. But now, if there were Acarious Gray, the whole community would have been to the house. But do you know why the entire community cannot go to the sitting lawmaker?
I'm not interested in
that.
I'm not interested in that.
But the government...
I'm not interested in that.
T-Max, today, you, as a human being, you will go to that place. You will shed tears. You will take something from your pocket. Those striving babies. Or school was broken down. T-Max. It's human interest issue. Can the government say these 100 students here, can we transfer them to Montserrado Demonstration Elementary School? They are elementary students. Can we take them to the school in Tokmeha, Mary Brunel, for example? Can we take them to CDB King, for example? And they can go to school? They are out of school. If they reach that level, GW gives him, for example. Or Tokmeha, some of them reach that level. But the church had a school. The church was broken down. Leave the church. I don't want to get involved into religious politics. Okay? But look at the human concern. Over 100 kids. Look at that lady. Giving milk to that baby, requesting no food. People had to help. I will be involved with them. I've been trying to talk to friends and other people. I will go there and make my contribution. I want to take that identical lady from down there. It had $200-300. I will give it to her today.
So she will vote for you next election.
Not about voting for me.
She never voted for you before.
No, I don't care. She may move from the district. She may not even live there. Okay? But if I want to find somewhere, even if that's $20 room, because it's human concern. That's why the other lady is on public record. Other people that interview, they say if This was Honorable Representative Gray, in as much as we differ and disagree with him. But the insensitivity of the leadership, representation, there are three cardinal functions, not just to make laws, not just to have oversight T-Max, but T-Max is to represent your people when they are crying. You go there and cry with them. You take that responsibility. That passion, you must do it. Not only that, but oversight, you have oversight. For example, you are a member of the committee on executive, you can drive across the road and meet President Weah and say, President, my people are in trouble. You can meet the speaker and talk to him. You can go in and make contribution towards the people directly. You can do that. You can stay for them. The law is the law, T-Max. Why the speaker stop there and ask the people to go petition the legislature after the demolition? No, T-Max, they agree the law is the law. What contradiction is that? They broke the people place that is in a private area. The law is the law, but the very speaker stop there and get the people 30,000 Liberians and say you'll bring your petition to Capitol building.
How many persons with 30,000?
The people more than 500 people.
So let's look at
but let's look at the other part of it. You agree the law is the law. Why the Unity Party chairman said the law is the law, but he condemned the demolition? The chairman of the Unity Party, who is partisan, lawmaker saying the law is the law, he said, yeah, the law is the law, but I condemn the demolition.
He's been honest.
No, but
he's been honest.
But that, so I'm not being honest, I'm being honest. No, I'm condemning the same situation.
Let's look at it. It's water under the bridge. It's done. It's done.
Go ahead, you cannot. If they were Josh Weah government, he would have stopped there.
That job here, he would have stopped there.
No, that's not argument.
No, I'm not going to job here government business.
I don't even want you to do that.
I will not go there. I don't want to go into job here. Now this water is already the bridge. It's a spilled milk.
No,
what do we do now?
I think they have
they've been demolished.
That's good.
They've been displaced.
You ask a question, what do we do?
What do we do now?
I've suggested what do we do. T-Max, the first approach, besides Acarious Gray going there, T-Max going there, I'm concerned about the school going kids. Some of the kids, yes, they were in school there. Some of them, they were in school at distant areas. For example, in the district, but they lost everything. Everything you can think about.
So what do we do now? Do we go there and form an organization, form a team to go there to access
the government by now, through the LRRC, the National Disaster Relief Committee, they don't get natural, but they say National Disaster Relief Committee. They need to move in, take stock, provide shelter for them, mattresses, clothing, feeding. The government can do. Tima, that is nothing. Tima, for the government to give $100,000, peanuts, man.
But the government will have the data for it to get the $100,000.
Yeah, but they have made no. And I have come to this studio to appeal to President Weah. I'm not appealing to other people, but President Weah, they voted for you. They stood in the ring. They walked in the feces water, what we call people water, at the ATS. These people were there. One of the ladies who keep crying every time they interview her. She said there's no justice. Anybody can kill you in your country and go free.
That is not
true.
Is
that why they support her?
That is not true.
Yeah, she been.
That is not true.
Plenty of people can kill you. You better be careful.
Don't go into.
When they catch you,
I'm not going to a government that kills people.
But she spoke figuratively. Breaking your home down is tantamount to death. At age 50 in this country.
Nothing like.
How are you going to start life now, Tima? The less fans than I even 50 in the country. Tima, imagine me. Look at that board and work in Darrell's Dayton office. The guy who had putting the people together. He said he worked in Darrell's Dayton office. The guy said he'd been living there for 40 years. He went there when he was 10 years, so in 50 years now.
It depends how he lived.
No, he said he had a property. That's why he had. One lady in America, they're breaking the place down. Everything that I ever worked for in America.
It's in that
place.
It's in Saye Town.
Yeah.
All that she worked for.
Everything. Then she said, though my children are in the United States of America, but you help the people that are there. You have lost everything. But look at those people. The government must take the lead. Somebody say, oh, you've been represented before. Yes, that's true. By coming on your station and making an appeal, even you, T-Max, you could stop there. I use my voice, I use my passion. When I go there to do something,
I stopped there 3 times.
Thank God.
I stopped there.
T-Max, thank God.
Yeah, I stopped there.
Okay, But Tima,
because it's something that
Tima, it shocked.
Why it is the way
Tima,
it is.
it shocked the foundation of the state. Why did they have demolished a lot of areas in this country? Why the Saye Town area they talk over everything? Government now should find a remedy. This Saye Town situation could be a precedent for government early intervention and even having a conversation on the doctrine of coordination with the court. The executive can do that. They can sit with the court. They can sit with the legislative branch of government. It's not interference. It's why they call coordination under the Constitution. The president can do that and say, look.
Will this demolition impact 2029 national elections?
I don't want to talk about that before they say.
I don't know.
No, T-Max, if I begin.
With that impact.
No, I don't want to say Saye Town demolition, but I want to tell you something.
With that energize, you're coming back.
No, not me. I don't want to be personal, but I will say something to you.
No, maybe there's unfortunate situation will energize.
The people,
told they not represent us.
No,
we rather go back to Egypt.
The people will make that.
We rather go back to Egypt and look for Pharaoh Acarious Gray to redeem us.
The people will make that determination. But let me look at it generally, not just Saye Town. The economy is devastating. The hardship in the country, T-Max, is unimaginable. You're almost like fighting war. Guess what?
It has always been.
No, guess what? More. T-Max.
That's all. We're not going to economics.
T-Max.
I'm not going to economics.
No, but you ask me a question about the impact.
Yes.
If you go to Liberia or Monrovia and other areas, the way they get breaking people places down. Okay, the way the government is so insensitive. Every time they say private, so every government go and take over. Along the street side, they just busting everything. They're opening alleys that they don't have money to pay. The roads.
Well, they are alleys, right?
But excuse me.
Well, you call them alleys, right?
They don't have money. Just give me.
No, but they are alleys, right? You call them alleys.
No, just listen to me.
Oh, no, let's define it.
If the government want to open alleys, it's the legitimate route of the government. But guess what? For me, the government must be ready to develop the place immediately.
But the government is doing that. Look, I'm not missing out information. How critical I can with me. Well, the point is, look, if something has to be done, it has to be done.
Okay, let me.
I'm saying to you, like the way you pull it, maybe they should have been part of with the people.
Excuse me.
To see how the place will be demolished.
No, we above the Saye Town issue. I'll give you another example, T-Max. Let me give you an example.
70 seconds.
From Slabway, listen on the second hall. From Slabway, all the way to Nash Street, passing through Raspberry Valley, Cummings, Weah, Charleston, Saye Town, Plum going all the way to Jocktown, Nash Street area. The government said they want to open an alley. You understand? Because they want to use the new road at Presidential Street for the president to come to work and to leave, where they want to divert the traffic all the way from or the new bridge, Gabriel Tucker Bridge.
Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you?
It makes good sense. Okay. But let me tell you this. Why I caution it.
They were demolished?
One, the government does not have the money to pay for the road. It's clear.
Two, you judging that?
No, I know the budget. Don't argue with me on that. I know the budget. There's no money, no allocation. One. Two, they clearly told the people. Two, there have been no alley there before. Absolutely.
Government will create alley where there's no alley.
There have been no.
Carol, don't joke me. Government will create alley where there's no alley.
I said there have been no alley. There have been government and not nobody encroached on anything to say something existed. There was a road and the people built on it and they reduced the size of the road. So government is going to open a new road. They want a new road. My debate is that I told the people, give them some money. But they said they were not giving them money. They say on alley. Samuel Doe were opening the road from Slabway all the way to Weah community, Charleston. Everybody along that road, Samuel Doe paid it.
So why they didn't move?
No, listen.
Why they didn't move? I'm talking
about where the road stopped. Everybody along the road where it stopped.
Why they didn't move?
No, those along the road where it stopped.
If the government wants to move them now, they will say the government.
No, where the road stopped in Slabway, all the people moved, so Samuel Doe paid the road. Everybody that will come and say that move, so the road was paved and stopped to what we call the airport in Slabway. So from that airport in Slabway, all the way to Weah, they didn't pay the people.
So they stay there.
They stay there. Okay?
Samuel Doe pay half of the people.
No, those who they pay,
they left.
They broke and Samuel Doe stopped right there. My understanding is that there's a PRC guy that was living down there. The PRC guy buy Grambo and said they will not bring us. The highly rule stopped right there. Okay? So if this government wants to do it, it's not a bad idea. But That's your citizen. Almost 10,000 persons will become homeless.
It's gonna be district number 8.
You gotta, yes, wait, we're coming there. You ask a very important question. What district number 8? They know why.
Why?
They know why.
What I'm asking you.
Yeah, you know why.
Number 8.
They want to depopulate the district. I know about that, but it doesn't matter.
So what's the advantage?
No.
If they depopulate the state,
it will still be at a disadvantage for me. But what I want,
it is so they all the demolition.
The thing that in the strongholds of the CDC, those areas are strongholds of the CDC. Whether you like it or not, the Slave, the Raspberry Valley, the Saye Town, coming to the Plunk, all those are strongholds of
less than 20,000. Less than 20,000.
Yeah, but a sufficient number there. Sufficient number there. But what I want to say to you, that pay justice if you want to open the other Timax. Okay, please. Timax, go from 10th Street to 14th Street. The land side. I mean the road, the pizza. I beg you away your food.
I don't know where you want me to live there. I went there to
no, you know what I want you to do? Look at the alleys are encroached on the pizza. The alleys are encroached on. The affluence, the rich people live there. They got basilicas. Oh yes. They're not do
to be honest, that place is laid out.
No.
The beach side is laid out.
I'm not discussing layout. I'm discussing encroachment on the alley. That's what I'm discussing. I want you to take your camera there from 10th Street all the way to 14th Street. Go to the Methodist compound on the left hand side near GD Bank. It's in the alley.
Street.
It's in the alley.
It stopped there before. They send the days of Tottenham.
No, I agree.
Send the days of Tottenham.
So
you can't go beyond that.
No, the alley. Timas, I beg you, don't argue here. That be realistic.
I'm being realistic.
That the alley. Why they stop it? Because of better interest. Good. The Tottenham building near City Hall. They run near City Hall. When you get to the Tottenham building, they watch you. But
so who are you blaming?
My argument.
Who are you blaming now?
My argument. Let me tell you what
13th Street didn't go across.
No. Let me tell you.
So what are
my
you blaming?
argument is an alley. If you want to break down the masses place, break down the affluence place. That justice be done to all men. You know what Ellen started? They went to Saye Town similarly to bust the road all the way going through. When they went there, I moved in as a lawmaker to represent my people. I told them you cannot bust this place, you cannot open it. I said until you go across the road and open the alley, the size of the alley that 2 cars
that was an affront to the authority of the land.
No, they're not affront. They said they wanted to open an alley.
But you don't tell them where to go open. It's not your work to tell them where to go open.
I can stand up for my people. You know what?
They should have,
because they are being selected.
They should have rolled over you. They should have rolled over you.
It's not possible.
They should have rolled over you. It's not possible.
Timas, you know it's not possible.
Let's take a break.
Let me conclude on this, Timas. I beg you, I want your phone. You're going to take your break. But Timas, my argument is that justice is not for the poor. It's for the rich. So if you want to rather open the alleyway from 10th Street, you diverting traffic. I challenge this government to go through the Methodist compound. Joseph Bagawa in the alleyway. Let them go and break it. Why do they want to dislodge the ordinary Liberian? Why do they want to do that?
Joseph Bagawa in the alleyway again.
Joseph Bagawa, Weah. Look at that deep cave.
That's the rule.
No, that's not the rule.
That's the public
My friend, I beg you, the rule, we all know the rule. Joseph Bagawa began with them. The president of the Republic of Liberia lived in the alleyway.
Let's take our break, and when we come back, call me on those numbers. On
Yeah.
777-777-107, you be live from 5050. The Sky, 107.1 FM, our special studio guest, Acarious Gray, former defeated representative of District number 8.
No problem.
And of course, you're following the broadcast at 5050. Yeah, where Honorable Acarious Gray has appeared. Going for a break, we're going to be back.
We've got you covered. Our skilled mechanics use the...
And so, yes, usually when Bray has been taking, there are a lot of conversation the people have. So, yes, we're going to go back and listen to the closing point from and the conversation. We right here on to Sky FM, and of course, where Acarious Gray, former lawmaker of District 7, has come to give his opinion on, the Saye Town issue, being a former representative, and so he has given some perspective. So because there are some conversation that has been ongoing, we are out here and just wait for the short break, and then we're gonna go back right in there and get the final, a statement from Honorable Gray, and so how Brosky and other street can be like, especially during the daytime. Those of you who don't have the time to come Central Time, and then you see this is how Brosky is like. If you have not been in Liberia for a while, this is how, yeah, this is how the streets are like. I hope I can show you the Dugo side, but you're seeing this is, if you can look from distance, you see the beauty of Liberia too. We get a finance building, and this is one of the, this is the Brown Street of Liberia. This is the Brown Street, Broad Street, where you can take a view of your country. Those of you outside of Liberia, you haven't seen your Broad Street live like this for a while. Yeah, this is Broad Street, and I'm standing right in from Sky Haven. Yeah, this is Sky. This is the symbol, and this is where Honorable Gray has come to give his opinions on the Saye Town issue, and of course we're gonna go back to here and get a final takes about it. Usually in radio broadcast, the people go for break in order to set them up, but there will be time where people will call in, so you right there. You want to participate or you want to give your opinion, yeah, when we shall have gone back, the number going to be announced. You can use that time in order to actually share your perspective or opinion about whatever is ongoing in Liberia. Maybe it's a politics, or maybe it's a developmental conversation you want to take part. But it's good that I bring you your country, Liberia. It's live right here on Inside Liberia. This is the beauty of Liberia. This is the Brown Street. This is the biggest street, by the way, in Liberia, Broad Street. And yes, and I hope I could just show you, this is the Duco aspect of it. And of course, yeah, this is the finance building. And so we will soon be going back, and Gray is here from District Representative defeated, and he's here to give perspective very soon. I'm gonna be going back in there, hoping that the second phase of the broadcast has already started, and so you can follow and share the video as well. Share the video. We will soon go in there, but I know you enjoying your street. Those of you who have not been here for a while, you see Broad Street, how you could take a long look, hitting way beyond. You see, this is how, I hope you could see. So in the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna be going in there to complete the broadcast. Do share the video. I'm gonna take you in there. Those of you who understand the issues, I'm gonna take you in there very shortly. I'm gonna be taking you up there to conclude the conversation coming from former representative, giving a perspective. But if you follow his conversation, he has blamed the lawmaker of not standing for the people. He has said that yes, he during his administration there were serious challenges that the district faced, but according to him, the people were not marginalized. But in during this administration of Honorable Toe, he has said that the law is the law, and of course, in trying to shift him, the government, that at this time those veterans should have been taken care of by the natural disaster, in order they can be provided food and homes. In the meantime, these are some of the blame, these are some of the conversation that he's having, and I hope that we will just go in there and see what are the conversation that started already. I think the conversation should be starting. Let's go back in there. Let's go right in there to follow the conversation. All right, this is on air. We're gonna take our own time.
What's your name and where you calling me from?
Thank you, President Timas. Let me say how of the guests agree. My name is Michael.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm not just. I want you to comment on what he said. Call me on those numbers since you were 777. Michael, do you have some comments on social media? Or let's go to the telephone for it before we get back to. Good morning. Good morning, my dear brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call me on that number 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107.1 FM. Let's go back to the line. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
For the public, I'm Saye Gray, and I called on District voting this morning.
Go ahead.
And you know, I listened to Montserrado County talking about representation. So, when you eat power, you are blind to everything. But if you don't eat power, your eyes is open. So, when Acarious Gray get to know about you have to do all of those things.
Let me ask you a question. Is
Yes, sir.
is the name of the political?
It's legal, my brother.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107.1 FM. Let's go back to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Mm-hmm.
So, your apple, your first brother, the demolition is legal, but what is that play and order? There's the power. Every time we just tell it comes in the power, but what our government,
Mm-hmm.
responsible, will come to the small hill so they can come and help our brothers and sisters and our fathers in that district. We are not there for the free for the non-election. For the demolition, because it's legal. So, on free, just make sure that it's being the power.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107.1 FM. Is the demolition political or legal? Let's go back to line 1. Good morning. Good morning.
This is some of my problems for non-offensive agreement.
Go ahead.
Pennsylvania.
I mean, like, your weekend is always
What?
So your weekend on them.
My week? Wait. You said my weekend on you?
Yeah. She said she been knowing you for long. Oh.
But they didn't break it down to me. Acarious Gray.
Which one?
Thank you very much. I'm not discussing scenario. Call me on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107.1 FM. Let's go back to line 2. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning, my dear brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
My name is Emmanuel District, and I called you from a home about so criminal community district number 4.
Okay.
Just for the record, I'm a journalist by profession.
Go ahead. Thank you.
So quickly, I think the invasion is legal. Even in trying to enforce legal mandate, there are legal regulations.
Mm-hmm.
If you are living in an apartment and then the court issue an invasion notice, there is a stipulated time frame for you, and then you notify the king and say, oh, the court has ruled that you are undesirable tenant, so we give you 31 days to vacate. It cannot just be done abruptly. That's one thing. Secondly, the National Disaster Management Agency does not deal with victims of natural disaster. People in African nation fall under that kind of thing. And the last thing I want to mention is that I'm talking about know, it's out and they want to go bring it out. I give you a practical example. You used to be right across the street there. Look at Nickel Street, where they can get parking behind the people check there. Maybe broke that whole place. They want to go out all the way to bring it out of the street, the water side. Still, there's another place there. They are already drunk. It's got all kinds of funny things happening. Driving in a car, where the man broke people, drawing people down, people wearing it out. More than 7, 8, close to 10 years. So I think the law never has responsibility to work in this thing. We know the court, you get a decision, you go across the area. I know you're talking from school friends. Talk to you and say, oh yeah, let's maybe go maybe 50 days or 90 days. So I think the DA want to find somebody in addition with a real time partner. That way it will sound a little similar. But then that go a problem and then, you know, yeah man, now we got this what you do like so I just want to say that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the line, talk to our last caller. Good morning. Good morning. But wait now. I mean, the time Gray was there, they should have demolished the places and the place there. So they should have demolished it. That's what I'm saying. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We can go now to our social media page to read the comments. Michael, it's over to you.
So thank you, Tim. Let me begin with this one from Zadu Elijah. Zadu Elijah writes, good morning, 50-50. I'm following from Montserrado County this morning. Mr. Gray is in the know of this issue. Okay, let's read the document that was posted by Mr. Eric. Team Access 2017, this man been talking about this man issue ever since even today. Mr. Gray talking about it. Let me stop this man. This is a property that belongs to someone. Since 2027, these people wanted to see what was going to come out of the case. Zulu Elijah also writes a team for vote again. These people received a notice since 2017 January, which some of us was still in high school. They couldn't find place ever since to know disagree is talking politics. This President James H. Perez, the general, you are the best. Peter Fire go on to say, survive without government job. Know that the government can protect the people of Liberia. Let's move on to this one quickly. This one, Weah J. Wender, rest. That now, Brother Acarious Gray knows how communication. I can remember the very host was crying on his 3 brothers, Brother Mobile, Jefferson, and Acarious during their administration. They never visited the when power changed hands. Brother Acarious Gray know the suffering of the people now. Keep being pressed on. Let me just read 2 more things. Eugene Harry writes, when did this brother started talking for the people? And finally, Timas Marie Father Reds. Timas, tell him to take them to Weah 47 building. So over to you.
Thank you very much. That was the comment from our social media folder, and we listen to that.
Yeah.
So our time is almost up.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are displaced. Their places demolished. It's a pathetic situation. I want us to put forward suggestions that would lead to the relief of the suffering of the people.
Timas, we already made some suggestions. The first thing is that this is the Unity Party chairman's statement condemning the demolition. When Unity Party people write, they should condemn that chairman for condemning the demolition because it's legal. They said people are giving notice. They're contradicting themselves. They're playing the politics. Because if officially they condemn a situation and they come back because another person saying it, they say no. You understand? That's hypocrisy. Not only that, what are the issues that I'm flagging? Clear-cut issues. You want to demolish? Go ahead and demolish. But do you have a resettlement package for these people, almost 10,000 people from Slavery to 9th Street? They are Liberians. It doesn't matter who they voted for. Someone called Acarious Gray was there. One was there. It never happened. That's why the Unity Party lady said Gray stood up. People just want to play politics. All of the reality, the solution. People will be heartless to say, oh, the people were there, they were squatting, they knew. I agree. I agree to everything to play devil advocate. But they are Liberians. Mm-hmm. When they are dislodged and they have nowhere to go, and the kids cannot go to school.
There is a government of the people for the people.
For the people and be criminals. If they cannot go to school, they cannot afford. Prostitution rate could increase. Okay, some could die because of health hazard. I'm a student of sociology. That's what I did for my first degree. Okay, I know all of these social ramifications. I'm speaking from an informed position. Is that what the government wants? Timas, is that what we want? It's not what we want. Then the government intervene. I work publicly on my Facebook page and I'm appealing to the government. The government has statutory institutions to resolve and settle these things. Then they intervene. He talk about the human side of it. He talk about the artists. Timas, that the place right behind you here? Right on Broad Street here. Because of Madison Toba. They brought the place down.
That Madison is the boss?
Yes, because he was national security advisor. Then he and Ellen had issue. They broke the place down and went straight down the other side. After 10 years, no pavement.
They still not paid.
They still not paid.
But that cannot be said for Justin Human Rights.
No. He was vice president.
But the government,
he was vice president. The government did it. He was vice president under the Unity Party administration. Why you live in the right side of Cinco? My argument is this. If you want to demolish on the left side, open all the alleys. Double stop them from breaking the metal of the compound. You know and I know.
I don't know.
Topman people stop them from breaking the Topman building near City Hall. They added that near City Hall.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, in the Jalastan Cave. Well, Lauren Randall used to have a media center, the horse that there because of that horse. They kept the area, the way they kept the area near Boyka Place because of interest. I'm not saying government go and break down all people's properties. No. I'm saying the government justice should be served. Okay. To humanitarian groupings and other people. To go and help the people. Someone asked why I knew. I've been helping people. I've been going there. I stood for them, I fought for them, I negotiated. Some people were paid or in the left. As high as $600 for some tenants. Some people who was squat already were paid $6,000. Quite even now, putting there. Putting on the line, negotiated. I stood for my people. This is not about Acarious Gray wants to go. Almost 2 years, I've not spoken about District 8. But because of the insensitivity of the lawmaker talking, the law is the law. When he broke the law to remove a speaker. When he heartless and took money clandestinely and so on. And refused to call the people to give them that money to resettle them. And you took that money in your pocket. After we raised the issue that you took $60,000 United States dollars. Then you came and you said, no, that $3.5 million Liberian dollars.
Will you contest?
Okay.
Will you contest for?
When the Liberian people make that determination, and I will announce that.
They will petition you.
That determination will
you want Liberian people to petition you.
One thing I want to tell you, Timax, put it on my head. I will be in the legislature 2029. 2030. 2029 I will contest.
Okay.
I will contest and I will be in the legislature. We'll change that place.
Do you live in this?
I live down the street in Baker's Compound. That's where I came from.
Oh man, you got plenty of houses now.
No, but I've been living for the last 8 years. I've been living in 9th Street, Baker's Compound for the last 8 years.
You got plenty of houses.
When I get 14 houses, and I your baby. The last time that you had to save me from capital backfire, they almost killed me in 20. But I will talk it today.
Yeah.
You know that early government wanted to kill me.
I don't know.
The election, no, you know, and I will say why you knew. You drove for me on election day in 2011 when I was about to be executed. Somebody was going to shoot me. I told you I'm not leaving. You grabbed me physically and put me in the car and took me to a unknown destination.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
No, you saved my life.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
There's somebody want to talk Tabata, they know the relationship between during Weah and they're working. I can't want to show you. They don't even listen. The relationship between two of us, the father and son relationship, it's an interpersonal, intimate relationship that nobody can break apart.
We hope the people, that were
no, but
houses were
look at it. Read the thing. Look from the Africa. They say when the law becomes cruel.
It's not for you to detail what I read. Just, I want you to make a closing statement and I'll read.
There's my closing statement.
Thank you very much.
There's my closing statement. 1 minute. I called upon the national government, the humanitarian organization. I even want to call upon Jetty, who usually feed people when you get there. If you can reach out to him, I try reaching out to him. I even reached out to Sir Joseph. I reached out to Senator Darius Dillon, Senator Sir Joseph. Okay? Maybe Sir will come in and Dillon could come in to help. Okay? We differ politically on issues of national concern. When it comes to the welfare of the people, to everybody, so we can see how we can help the people. There's not politics. When the political ball is balanced, Acarious Gray will be on the front line.
Thank you
I will never shy away.
Well, that's how we come to the end of this edition of 50/50. But before we leave, let me read for you today's edition of the front page newspaper editorial caption, "When the law becomes cruel, lessons from the Saye Town demo are disturbing, heartbreaking, and deeply troubling for the country that claims adherence to the rule of law and human dignity. Families standing amid rubble, children abruptly pushed out of school, worshippers left without a place to pray. These are not images Liberia should be comfortable normalizing. Yes, the court exists to adjudicate land dispute. Yes, property rights, but when the enforcement of the law strips citizens of shelter overnight without adequate notice, human engagement, or a relocation plan, the law ceases to be justice and instead becomes cruelty wearing a legal robe. The demolition exercise in Saye Town carried out in line with the January 8, 2026 Civil Law Code Order has raised fundamental questions. Must be executed without compassion. Victim describes an operation that unfolded. Families know